Okay. So when you go to command prompt and you type Python here and hit enter, do you see this triple angular bracket? Can you do it and confirm me?
I'm sorry, I'm on mute, I think.
Okay. Yes, I couldn't hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just try this if you can.
Can you please say that again? I'm not able to hear anything. My son is crying.
Oh, okay. No problem. So when you go to this command prompt here, just
Okay.
say CMD, command prompt here in the run,
Mm,
okay, and
mm,
hit enter. So you
mm.
should get this DOS prompt. You see this command prompt?
Okay, I see that.
Yeah.
So you
So
want me to
yes,
do that
yes,
in
yes,
my...
yes, yes. Just want to make sure that the setup is fine.
Okay. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Sophie.
Yeah,
Yeah, can you please give me 1 minute?
no problem.
Just
No
1 minute.
problem. No problem. You type Python and hit enter.
Yeah.
So do you see this triple angular bracket?
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, great. And what do you see here? Python, which version do you see?
3.9.5.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So when you get this screen, this is called Python prompt. Okay.
Okay.
And if you do not install PyCharm, you could do program here as well. Okay.
Okay.
So let's say, you can say print bracket, simple bracket, quotation, hello, quotation
Hello?
close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. My
Oh,
son is crying very badly.
okay.
I'm very
Um,
sorry.
no, I mean,
Yeah.
if we want to meet later or
Oh, no, that's okay.
that's okay, right?
He
Okay.
should get used to it, right?
Yes. Okay. So print, simple bracket open, quotation, hello, quotation close, and simple bracket. You hit
Okay.
enter. So
Okay.
try this.
Okay. Mm. Parenthesis. Mm. It should be in like quotations, right?
Yes.
Um, uh, Hello?
Yes. Yes.
I'm really sorry. Can you please give me 2 minutes?
No problem. Okay. So that means it's working fine. And this is how generally we do programming, but this, editor is not so comfortable. And that's why we install PyCharm. Okay.
Okay.
So now
Okay.
start PyCharm, click on PyCharm, double click on PyCharm icon or start PyCharm. The default color, background color would be black. So that's not a problem. I change this to white, but yours would be black. Yeah.
Mhm. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
So okay.
So did you start by chance? You
Yeah.
can share your screen. That should also be fine. You want to share your screen?
Hello.
Yes.
Uh, it's saying like you cannot start screen share while the other participant is sharing.
You'll get option to stop my share as well, but I have stopped it now.
Okay. So you want me to share my screen now, right?
Yeah.
You want?
Yes, yes. I think your internet is showing a little weak. That's what I see here. Okay. You can say don't send or
Send her.
whatever. Yeah. Okay. Now click on new project. In the middle, you see, yeah. Okay. Now see, project basically means, of course, where you'll have multiple files. Okay. But it also means a folder where you will keep all your Python file. So the location that you see, you can change it to wherever you want to put these files. Okay.
Okay.
So you can select your C drive or D drive, wherever you want. You can select and you can give the path. This is where all your Python files that you're going to create will be saved. So choose.
Hello.
Yes.
So you want me to do anything?
Yeah, I told you to put the path location you see, right? So change it and change that to a path where you want to save all your files. Top location. Yeah, here only. So no. See here, the file will be cancel it, cancel. Mm, below. Yeah, close it. So this is where your Python environment will be there. But first select the location top. You see the top first line? First line, yes. This is, no, even before that. Before that.
Python.
Before that also. First line, where is the first line? Yes. No, just below that. Yes. Yeah. Select the location from here.
Okay. Okay. Hello.
Yeah. So you want to save your files here itself?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, okay, so see, automatically the new path has been taken. Okay,
Yeah.
and you say create. A folder will be created. Wait. Before creating create, don't click. Just say Pavni slash, you say Python program, something like that. Okay. Just don't say Pavni, it will have lot of things there. Okay. Reverse, ulta. Yeah. No, give your cancel. Give the name, no? Give Python program something. No, wait. Close it. Yeah. Don't open. Okay. Now give a folder name, Python programs or something, Python practice or something you give a Python so that you know it's a Python folder, right? Okay. Now say create. Okay. So this is where your all your programs will be saved. Okay. So once this done, this is going to create virtual environment. Okay. Now we need to add a new files here. Okay. So once this is ready, now yes. Now go to file. Go to file. Where is your file? Say new. Say Python file down. Oh, listen for complete instruction. No, new Python file. Python file. Yes. Now give the file name here. Any file name. Don't give space. Okay. Don't give space. This is your Python file name. Python programs file name. Okay. You can say .py or leave it. It'll add py by itself. Okay. Now hit enter. You see, this is your file. Okay. And you don't have to save it automatically. When you run it, it is saved. Okay. Now you write the same program here. Print parenthesis quotation hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Run it. Now go to run. See, next to file, there's something called as run.
Yeah. I did, right?
No. On top, you see there's a file. Not there. Where's file? Go to the right. Not there. Next to file, right? I'm telling you next to file. I did not say in under the file, right? Keep going. keep going, keep going.
I see
Yes,
run here.
yes, click on that. Okay, just hold on. Okay, listen, don't, when I say
Okay.
click, then only you click. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if you see run here, by default, it says run main. Okay. So by default, it is trying to run the main .py. So main.py was created automatically when we created PyCharm project. Okay. So when you created PyCharm project, main file main.py was created, and by default, it is pointing to the main. Okay. We don't want to run main. We want to run the one that we created now, right? Now, again, if you want to run the default one, which is already selected, then yes, you could have clicked on that green triangle. Okay, because green triangle, see, left of green triangle, it shows main, right? So it shows that by default, it is main program which is selected to run. Now, if you want to change the file name, okay, so you cannot run the file which is not open. First of all, the file should be open. So of course, when we created, our file is open. Now to run it, go and click on run down. See, the only run option is there, not run main. Just run. Yes. Click on it. Okay. Now it'll give you the list of all the files which are open. Okay. Now you click on your file, Pavni phy1. Click on it. Yes. Now you see the output there down. You see that output down, bottom half. So now you see on the where you click the red green triangle, the
Yeah.
Pavni phy1 is selected now.
Yeah.
Okay, so next time onwards, when you want to run the same file, you don't have to go to run and select and select. You can directly click the green icon there. So you have option, if I can wait. I want to so annotate, can I? Okay, I can't do it here. I wanted to. Okay, so see there are two options there. On first green, can you move your cursor to the top right where you had clicked earlier?
Screen triangle.
Yes, so that's one way to click. Okay,
Okay.
and then bottom left also you see that green triangle.
Yeah, this run here, right?
No, that's
Here, right?
that is to see the output. Yeah, there. Yes. Okay,
This
so
green.
yes, that one. So you could click, the top right or bottom left. Okay, and the bottommost that run that you showed earlier, right? That is a screen. Okay, so you see there you have run, to do, problems, terminal, Python packages, Python console, etc. We'll do one by one. Okay, we will do one by. Great. So now you have complete setup. Okay. Now what we'll do is, as we discussed earlier, I'm going to do the programs. You just watch what I'm doing. Okay. And anyway, I'm going to share the code and you'll have the recordings as well. And you can
Should I
practice it.
stop this?
Yes,
Okay, you
yes,
want me to stop this?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you watch me practicing
Okay.
and understand, ask me questions, and then you can practice it afterwards. Okay.
Okay.
Because you have all your settings and everything ready. That should be easy. Okay. So let me share my screen now. Okay. So there's a screen. Okay. Now, this is what you did, right? Print hello. And, I have P1 selected. So I click on green button and I see the output here, right? Okay. See, print, this is the first thing that we are going to learn, right? So when we say print, okay, print is printing whatever we give it to it. Print is called function, inbuilt function. Okay, so inbuilt function means it has a predefined meaning. Okay, it has a predefined meaning. Okay, what it should do. So print, okay, is supposed to print on the screen. Whatever we give, that is printed on the screen. So that's why you see it on the screen, right? Now, in print, you can give single quote or double quote, right? And when we give this code, and inside code, whatever you give, okay, Python is not going to, evaluate, it's not going to see, it is simply going to blindly, it's going to print whatever you give in this quotation. Okay, so print with quotation, whatever you give, it is going to print it on the screen. But if you give something without quotation, print 10 plus 5. If you give something without quotation, then it is going to use its brain, in the sense it's going to evaluate and tell you that what to do. Okay, it says that, okay, I need to, I can't blindly, yeah, I can't, I can't blindly, do whatever you want me to do. I will think about it and then I will do. Okay, so it's going to think and then only it's going to perform whatever it can, right? So when I run this now, okay, so it is printing 15. So just remember this, print you can do with quotation or without quotation. With quotation, it becomes a text. Okay, so whatever you give, it is going to simply print that. It is not going to use its brain at all. But when you don't give with quotation, if you give without quotation, then it is going to use its brain and evaluate and give you an answer. Okay, so here I say 10 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1, and when you run it, okay, it will print as it is, correct? Because I have given in quotation, right? So quotation means use as it is, do not use your brain. Now I delete this. And now I run it. Same thing without quotation. It gave me an answer. It evaluated and gave me an answer. Right? So there are different ways of, or not different, two ways of doing it. Okay? With quotation, without quotation. Okay? Now, you can actually combine them. You can have multiple, okay, things done in the same print function. So I can take this, okay, I'll put it here, okay, and I'll put equal to. Now, when I run it, this is what you'll get, right? 10 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1 space equal to space, right? This is what I've given here. So it is printing as exactly as it is. Now, I say like we can do multiple stuff in the same line. So if you say comma, and when you do this, and when you run again, you see, it is evaluating and printing it here. Okay, so you can use both quotation and non-quotation in the same print function. Right? So this is your quotation text, which is printed as it is, and this is your non-quotation text. Okay, which is your 19 here. Okay, so output is given here. You can have multiple things. Okay, I can say something like this, and 5 plus 4 plus 95 plus, right? Plus 95 equal to comma 5 plus 4 plus 95. So see, I did not give spaces here. That's why you don't see any spaces. But here I give spaces. That's why you see spaces here. Okay. And when we say comma, right, it adds its own spaces, single space. So that's why if you see here there are two spaces. Here there are two spaces. Here there are two spaces. Comma will add space from its own side. So if I don't give space here, and if I don't give space here, and if I don't give space here, even then you will see the space. Okay, because comma will add the space. Okay, comma will add space. That's why after equal to, though we do not give any space, one space. Okay, comma will add one space. So now again, if I try something like this, say print hello, comma, how are you, comma, thank you. Now when you run it, you get hello, space, how are you, space, thank you. Okay, so this is one of the most used thing that we'll do, print, and this is very useful also, right? So you know, um, this is how you get print when you give quotation or without quotation, right? Now you see here a couple of things. Okay, most of the programming language, okay, will have semicolon to end the line. Correct?
Yes.
C, C++, Java, JavaScript, all these. Okay. Now Python, okay, also has this semicolon thing, but it is not mandatory. Okay, so it says that you hit enter, then I will know that you are giving semicolon. Okay, so you know the moment we hit enter, it replaces it with semicolon. So you don't have to do anything. You don't have. It's not mandatory to give semicolon. If you give semicolon run, also you get the same output, right? But Python says, see, I'm intelligent enough. So when you hit enter, okay, I know that you want to end this line. So you don't have to specifically tell me that, I'm adding semicolon. But it is useful when, let's say, you want to add, you want to put these three lines together. Now here, okay, this is one line, this print is one line, and this print is another line. But you're putting them together in just one line. So here, if I don't give semicolon, then there's a confusion here. Python gets confused. Okay, that you have a print here and you have another print here. How can you have two print in the same line? So you say, okay, no, this is one line, and I want to give another line called print. Python says, okay, in that case, you give me semicolon because you are not hitting enter, so I don't know whether you are putting them together as one single thing or two different things, right? So it actually, here semicolon is important, right?
So all the three things will be printed in one line now, right?
No. You see the output here, no? There is no change in the output.
Oh, okay.
No. See, if I say I am going and I'll see you tomorrow, whether I say I'm going, I will see you tomorrow, or I'm going, I'll see you tomorrow, does the meaning change? No, right? Meaning doesn't change, correct? So here also meaning will not change. Just because you are putting them together doesn't mean that, okay, the output will also be together, because you have semicolon to indicate it's the end of line. So semicolon means it's end of line. So it is same as putting in different line, but for some reason you don't want to put, so you're putting in the same line. So then it should know. Okay, so it's like this, right? So if you're writing English text, okay, if you're writing in different lines, you don't have to put full stop. Okay. But if you're writing a paragraph, then you have to put full stop. Correct? When you're writing bullet text, right, one by one, there you may not put full stop. You have one point in one line, second point in second line, third point in third line. But if you're putting them as a paragraph, you need to put full stop. So this is like this. I'm writing a paragraph here, so I need to give full stop. Otherwise, how will reader know where is the full stop? Which is the sentence. The meaning would change. Sometimes it may not give good meaning, right? So that's why I need to give semicolon here. But if you're putting them in different lines here, something like this, okay, you don't have to. It is available. You can give. It's not wrong, but you don't have to. Make sense?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, great. So this is one thing. Now, if you see all of these output by default printed in different line, right? So print, okay, by default prints everything from beginning of the line. Okay, so this is one line, this is another line, okay, everything. Okay, I have used 3 plus 3, 6 print, and you got 6 different line of content, right? But what if I want to print, let's say this, okay, let me put this in different line, okay, print. Okay, so now let's say I run this. Of course, hello, how are you is printed in different line. Now I want to print all these 3 in same line. Okay, how do we do that? So okay, so before I talk about that, okay, I'll talk about how to write comments. Okay, there's a hash. Okay, this hash command is used to give comment. What is comment? Comment is text which is only given for programmers, for us. See, you might write a program today, and after a month, if you revisit the program, you might forget what you have done, why you have used the technique that you have used, right? You will not be able to remember. So, in that case, we write comment. Comments are ignored by programs. Okay, so Python will not even read what you write here.
Okay.
Okay, this is a sample content, right? I am printing thank you here. Okay, so these are called comments. Okay, so like you can write a program here, and after that you can write a comment here. So from here Python will ignore. Till here it will execute, and from here it will ignore everything. Okay, or you can write from beginning. So if you write from beginning, okay, everything, the entire line will be ignored. So even if I write a valid programming command, it is going to ignore because I put a hash here, isn't it?
Okay.
So this is how you can write, and these are generally, we call them as comments are for human reading. Okay, you write it for yourself or you write it for somebody else because your program, okay, will be used by somebody else in future, right? You won't be, so program, once created, generally used for decades, right? And
Just a small question.
yeah.
So if my text next to that hash is more than one line, then how to do it?
So more than one line means, if you keep on adding, right, it's going to be, same line. But you want to say you want to put it in paragraph. Okay. So there is no way in Python that you can do like that. Okay. What it is done is, okay, there's a workaround. Okay. There's a workaround. Now, see here, I can also write this as quotation. Okay. Okay. So one more thing which I have to tell you is, you can use single quote or double quote, right? Earlier we did with the single quote. Now we are doing double quote. So you can give single quote or double quote. But whatever you do here, whichever quote you write in the beginning, same quote you have to write at the end. Okay, you cannot write single here and double here and single here. Okay, whatever you start with the quotation, same quotation you have to end with. Okay, so what happened here now? I started with double quotation, and this is the double quotation, right? So Python is thinking this is the end of one string, and this is printed outside the string. So what we do generally, okay, if you have to use double quote inside, then you use single quote. That way Python is not confused. Okay, because it will look for closing, matching quotation to end the string, right? End the line.
So this line actually So it is a new line, right? It is not the comment that you are giving after
No,
hashtag.
it's a new line. Yeah, it's a new line. This is called
Mm,
string. Okay. So now when
okay.
I run it, what happens? Okay, it is a new line, right? So I'm adding a text, but am I printing it?
No, you are not.
No, I'm not printing it. So you don't see here output. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the workaround I'm saying. Okay. This is the workaround for multi-line comment. Okay. It is a text. So you can write comment as a text, but don't print the text. Don't do anything with it. So in a way, this has also become like a comment only, right? This is not a comment.
Okay.
This is a text we are
Yeah.
giving. Okay.
Yeah.
But the way we are writing, okay,
So when we want to put a paragraph comments or something, you are
correct.
telling
So
that you have to use
coming to that,
single quote.
no, hold, coming to that.
Okay.
So in Python, you can write single quote or double quote for single line. Okay. You also have option to do triple quote. Now, triple quote is also a text. Okay. So I can say home print. Okay. Okay. You can say sample day. Now, the advantage of using this triple quote is that you can write a multi-line text. Okay. Now, single double is used for single line text. If I hit enter here, it is going to give me, so, there's a way here you give slash and then you give a continuation, right? Because if I don't give slash, it will not know what you are doing. Okay. It's not be a single continuation. But so that's what they say is if you have to give multi-line text, use triple quotation. Okay. So triple quotation is used to give multi-line text. Now you can use same concept to write your multi-line command. So if you have to write a multi-line command, you put this as a triple quotation text. So triple quotation is mainly to declare a text. It's not a command, but you declare it and don't use it, so it becomes like a command. Okay. So technically there is no multi-line comment in Python, but you can achieve by using this text concept. And we'll talk more about this when we talk about string. Okay. After this, we'll talk about data types, maybe next session. So tomorrow we will not meet. Okay. We'll meet day after tomorrow. So I told you, right, for a couple of weeks,
Yeah, no
your
problem.
Tuesday and your Thursday, we have to skip. Okay. But rest of the days we can meet here. So, you use tomorrow's time to practice. Now, so this is what, when we do string, okay, after a couple of classes, we'll be doing string, then we'll talk more about this. Okay. But just to know that we don't have a different way to do a comment, multi-line comment. So we use this multi-line text as a comment. Okay. Okay. So this is about comment. Okay. Now I was talking about, okay, how to print all of these in one single line. Okay. So we have something called as, okay, I'm going to write it here. Okay. /n. Okay. What it does is, okay, so backslash, okay, it's called /n. Now backslash, okay, and followed by some character, single character, has special meaning in Python. Okay. Has some special meaning in Python. Okay. That means if you put back, so if I just print n, it will print n only. But if I try to put /n inside the text, /n, now when I run it, so see how RU is printed in different line. /n is used, is used to move
Make the new line, right?
make the new line, yes. Okay. /n is used to move content in new line. Okay. And again, you have /a that we use to give a tab space, things like that. And slowly we'll learn more about this, how to negate, I want to print /n only. then how will I do it? Because there's no way you can get \n, correct? Because whenever you say, for example, if I have to print something like this, print \n is used for new line, right? Now, if I run it, you won't get \n because what it does, it creates a new line, isn't it? So there are a couple of ways to do it. One way is you put doubles \. Always 2 \/ will be converted as 1 \.
Okay.
Will be read as single \. Okay, that's how Python works. Okay, so if you want to print \n, because \n has a meaning which is new line, so that's why we got a new line. But if I put \/, \/ has a special power, right? And \/ followed by \ will print only single \. So now when you run it, you get only single slash.
Yeah.
Okay, so now okay, so this is how to negate the effect of \. But now here, okay, I use \. I want to print in different line, so I can use \n. When you want to print, obviously you can simply use \, and you get it. Now when you see these commands, okay, okay, so maybe what I'll do is I'll put here indicate printing text in two different lines, right? Now coming back to here, okay, I want to print these 3 lines in same, these 3 print statement or the content in same line. Now I just said, right, \n is used for new line. So what printing is done, what print does here is prints all these in different line. So how do they do different line? \n. So there is something called as invisible command which we don't see. Invisibly end equal to quotation /n. This is what Python is doing. Okay, every print statement, all these print statement has something called as end equal to \n automatically added at the end. Automatically added at the end, that means the output you don't output you get this, but you don't see it in the command. Okay, so this is like, you have to first make it visible. This is the command which every print statement has this. Every print statement has it. Okay, so when you see there is no change. What I've done, I have made it visible, right? So every print statement has this end equal to \n. Now what I have done, I have made it visible. Every print, okay, whenever you write print, it has this end equal to \n. Yes, you there, Pavni?
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. So, so I was saying that every print statement by default has this end equal to /n. Okay? Every print statement has by default. Okay, so it is invisible. So by writing it, I made it visible. See, you want to delete that new line, correct? Because I don't want the default new line. I want to delete it. Yeah.
So when we put that hello end equal to /n, so it should print both of them, right?
No. What I'm saying is every print has it invisibly. I just made it visible. So even if I don't give end equal to /n, it is there at the end. It is there. End equal to /n is there. By default, print has it.
Okay.
Okay. By default, print has it. What I'm doing is I made it visible. That's all I did it.
So when you run this program, it's gonna print only hello.
Same thing. There's no change in the output.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. So look at the output. Absolutely no
Yeah.
change.
Okay.
Okay, because this is already there with print.
Okay.
So whenever you write print, right, even if I don't
Mm.
give this, okay, it is still
Mm.
there.
Mm.
It is still there. Just
So when we are doing it, that's why it's automatically going into another line, right? That print function.
correct, exactly. Now you
Okay.
get it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
it is going in the new line. That's why it is
Mm.
going in the new line. Okay.
Okay.
And if you want to get in the new line, you're happy about it. Okay. 99% of the time we write different print because we want output in different line. 95% maybe I can say. Okay.
Mm.
So 95% of the time you don't have to worry about it. But
Mm.
there may be 5% times, okay, and we'll do one program later, maybe after a couple of classes, where we need to print in same line.
Mm.
So when you need to print in the same line, you need to delete this part, correct? But how do you
Mm.
delete if it is not visible? So first you need to make it visible. Make it
Okay.
visible, and then once you make it visible, then you delete it. How do I delete
Okay.
it? I do not want new line at the end. I do not want new line at the end. Instead, I'll put a space or I'll put a full stop. Full
Mm.
stop space. Whatever you give, that will be printed.
So, hello?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So
Yeah, go ahead.
now, hello, how are you? Thank you. They're all gonna print in like same
Let's
line.
see.
Yeah.
And I give dot full stop space. So it is printing hello full stop space. How are you full stop space? Thank you. Thank you. I have not, okay, I have not changed it, right? I have kept it default. So
Mm.
that's why it went to next line,
Mm. Okay.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
So this is how you can use print, and we have seen different forms of print, right?
Sorry, one more question. So after
Yeah,
the
don't say
thank
sorry.
you
Yeah.
print,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, after that print thank you, if we don't give end equal to slash n also, it's automatically gonna
Yeah,
go to
exactly,
new line,
exactly.
right? Okay.
If
Okay.
you don't give also, by default, it's going to put it, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yes, you're right.
Yeah, I got it now, I think.
Perfect. Okay. So, okay. So this is like we just, this is one thing that I want to talk about. Now let's see more usage of print. Okay.
Mm.
Is it okay if we continue for another 10-15 minutes?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, great. So now let's say, okay, see, we have concept of variables in programming language, right? Which probably you will
Mm.
know, right? So we use variables, okay? So for example, okay, let's say if I do a program here, print, okay, 5 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, right? And if I run
Mm.
it, you get 12, right? Instead,
Mm.
what I can do is, instead I can say, okay, num1 becomes a variable, right? So
Mm.
num1 equal to, and I put
Mm.
this one here. So I'm saying num1 is a variable which is equal
Mm.
to these values, right?
Okay. Mm.
And now inside this, I print num1.
Mm.
So what will you get?
12 again.
You'll get the output, right? Because this num1 has evaluated, okay? And now
Mm.
when you try to run it, You get 12 here. So num1 is a variable which stores these values. Now, let's say if I want to use num1, this value at multiple places.
Mm.
I want to print this here, and let's say print here, then here, let's say. Now, if I don't do like that, what I have to do is I have to copy, paste, and then, print everywhere like this.
Mm.
Okay. One thing is cumbersome, and then somebody tells you, no, it is not 5 plus, it is 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. Now, if it is 8 plus 2, you have to go and make the changes everywhere, right? 8,
Yeah.
8, and it's
Mm.
possible that you might forget at some place to change. It's a cumbersome, complex process. So that's what we do is we define a variable, okay, and then you use it everywhere. So generally we don't use these calculations or the expressions everywhere. We define as a variable and then we use it everywhere. So it doesn't matter if you make it 18 also, everywhere automatically it is changed, right? It doesn't matter, okay, what you give, okay, everywhere it is going to change. So this is the this is how we define variables and the values. Make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
So okay. So now let's say I have to print something like this. Okay. So let's say quantity equal to 15. Okay. So I bought something of 15 quantity. Cost is $12 for each. Okay. 15 things and then cost is 12. Now, if I have to, find the total cost. So what I'll do quantity into cost. I'll do quantity into cost, right? And I can simply print the total, right? So total is going to be 180, 15 into 12. Now, if I reduce the quantity to 17, of course, the total will change, isn't it? 204. If I increase the cost to 19, okay, the cost is going to increase to 323, right? Okay, so this is how you do simple calculation, right? And of course, we'll take one session full on just calculations, okay? How to perform different types of calculation. But this is just to show you about the working of print. Now, let's say I want to print it, something like this. I want to print it like output should be the cost of each, let's say it's pen. Cost of each pen is $19. So the total cost of 17 pence will be $323. So I want the output to be like this. Okay, so what I'll do, I will say print, okay, and I will copy this and I will put it quotation. I'll put this entire text. So of course you get this, but in this case what is happening is each of these values are also fixed. Now tomorrow if you change the quantity to 14 or 13, this is not going to change, right? It's still going to say 17 only, right? So what we do is we will go here, okay, and we'll say, okay, instead of 19, I will stop this quotation here. Okay, so this, the cost of each pen dollar will be printed as it is. Now I want to print the value, right? Cost. Then I'll again put comma here. Then I'll put quotation here, right? So the total cost of, again, 17 is a number. I want to get the quantity, comma here. Okay, I'll say quantity, comma here. Okay, pence will be dollar. Again, I'll put quotation, comma here, and I'll say total and quantity spelling. Cost of each pen, $19. So the total cost of 13 pens will be, okay, I have to remove the space. It's fine. right? This is what we
Yeah.
want, right? So this is one way of doing stuff, right? Quotation close. But it
Yeah.
can be sometimes very confusing because you are writing so many quotation close, comma, quotation close, right? So there's an easy way, okay? It's called format string. So I'm going to do the same thing using F string. F string means format string, okay? So how to write F string? Print, you put F and quotation. So when I say F and quotation, it means I'm going to use format. I'm using format string. So to do same thing, what I'll do is I will copy this entire thing and put it in quotation. Here, there's no need to give break or anything like that. Okay, you give format string, and here 19 is your variable, isn't it? So I'll put curly bracket, okay, and I'll say here 17 is what? Quantity, right? No, cost.
Okay.
Cost. First is cost, right? Yeah, dollar cost.
Yeah.
Cost here, and then here you go. Okay, this is quantity, and this is total here, right? So you add total here. You see? Isn't this way better than this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is this F string? What did you say?
F string is called format string. Okay. Here, you can use variables
Along
within,
with strings.
yes, within strings. Okay. And only thing is that it should be, variables should be in curly flower brackets. Exactly.
Okay.
So you don't have to break the quotation, go give comma again, continue, just one line. Just give the variable in curly braces. That's it.
So we have to use only double quotation or single quotation
Anything,
is also
single
okay
and
for this?
double. Okay, yes, you can use single also.
It's not sensitive on that.
No,
Okay.
no. You can in Python, anywhere for that matter. Okay, single and double quotation means same thing. Okay, so you can use single, you can use double. Only thing is, whatever you start with, same thing you have to end with.
Okay.
You cannot start with single quote and then end with double quote. Okay, that's not acceptable. But whatever you start with, same quotation you have to end with. Okay, doesn't matter whether you give single or double. It's accepted as both like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so okay, so this is one. Now we'll talk about the variables for that matter. Okay. Okay, or maybe we'll stop here. Is it okay?
Okay.
Variables. Okay. We have 5 basic variable, we call it as basic variables. Okay, so you have integer.
Oh, that int, float.
Yes,
Right?
exactly. Int, float, string, bool, and complex. Okay, so this is basically, so here again, see, here you don't have signed, unsigned, long. Okay, of course you can declare here also, but what Python says is, don't worry, you just give the value and I will take care of assigning the data type. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, so we'll see day after, okay, when we meet.
Okay. So is there any homework that you want me to do on something?
Yes, good. So you reminded me of homework. Let's do this thing, no?
Hmm.